Weekly Outdoor Plus is a new and exciting outdoor show right here on Fox 55 WFXS. Presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point. Starring new owner Gary Hintz. His youngest son, the show pro, Jace Hintz. And the show producer, creator, and host, his oldest son, Seth Hintz. So now sit back and relax and get ready to learn about archery and the world of the outdoors.
It's May 25th. I'm down here in Fulton County, Illinois again. On one of my leases. What I'm going to do is put up a camera here. My stand is right up here, and then I got like 3 or 4 really nice trails running through here that are really beat. I'm just going to stick this camera on one picture every 30 seconds. See, that'll be enough because it'll probably be here all summer. So what I'm going to do, turn it on, put it on a tree, and come back a month or so and see what it looks like. They'll just be starting to grow their antlers now, but it'll still be kind of neat to, you know, watch them grow, see how big they are, at what time of year. I did see a couple deer while I was walking in. But it's kind of low on the tree because the ground goes downhill here a little bit. Hopefully I'll catch them walking through. Every time before I leave, I always double check, make sure I turn it on, because believe me, I drove 500 miles, put a camera up, and forgot to turn it on. Go back in a month and don't have 0 pictures. I want to get the biggest trail here. Big trail's right down here. So. Just like that. It looks good. Good angle. Perfect. I'll leave it right there. Okay, we got camera number 2 here. Now I'm in Knox County, Illinois. I'm putting this camera here because I just put up a new ladder stand here like a month ago. It's Memorial Day weekend now. Bugs are bad. 8:30 in the morning, it's 80 degrees. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time out here. I knocked down the grass and brush here, so when the wind blows I don't get pictures of that. And the reason I'm putting it here, like I say, there's a new stand here. A couple of big trails up here that look like they're being pounded too, so I'll get pictures of deer walking by them. And then again, make sure you turn your camera on. I'm going to do that right now. Okay, it's on. Got it pointed towards the 2 big trails. I always try to cover 2 trails with 1 camera just because it makes it easier to, you'll see more deer. It's supposed to rain today, so I don't know how long I'll be out here. I'm at a couple more places I gotta go look for some sheds yet that I haven't looked yet. It's been a while since I've been to these places. But this looks good. Big, deep, thick, dark woods. I think during the rut the bucks will be cruising through here like crazy. We do have another stand down, a mile down or so, where we end up seeing a lot of deer. They'll probably come through here too, I don't know. Laying on the deer trail. Coming down the hill is an antler, and right here's barbed wire fence. Probably jumped this fence and the antler fell off. I didn't even pick it up yet. It doesn't even look like it's chewed at all. Kind of neat. Memorial Day weekend, you find a shed antler on a fence crossing like you always look, not eaten up yet. 80 degrees, buggy. That should be somewhere where it's air conditioned. I can't hardly believe this. right on the edge of this field, I found my second shed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points on one side. It's going to be a nice one this year. This is going to be a good buck too. 2 different deer, obviously. I never find sheds this late in the year, but maybe they held on to them longer this year, because earlier we were looking for them, we couldn't find hardly any. Now I come later near and they're laying all over the place. So I guess never give up, keep looking, especially where you hunt. Now this guy'd pump you up for next year, huh? Find something like this, right? And I got to stand 200 yards each direction from here. Pretty cool. This is one way you don't want to find your deer. Summertime, spring of the year. This thing died from something, I don't know what, but man, baiting good buck. You call good solid 10 pointer. It'll probably be a 150-inch deer next year, or this fall, I should say. Yeah, I went from Fulton County, put up a camera, check some stands. Now I'm in Knox County, put up a camera, check some stands, and we come down here early in this, like March, even into February, March, look for sheds. We had a hard time finding sheds this year. So for some reason I'm thinking the deer held their antlers longer, because I come down here now Memorial Day weekend, I found 2 really good ones. These are going to be big deer next year, really big. And this one, they look like a match, but they're the same side. There's a lot of similarity there. Forks are all the same, brow tines are the same. And then we got one little, even a little 1.5-year-old with a forked brow tine. This is exciting because I thought there wasn't that many deer left or something, because they couldn't find any antlers, but then you find 2 of these within a couple hundred yards of your stands. You know, there's something here, some reason to come back. And I'll tell you what, if anybody's interested in hunting down here in Illinois, I got a friend that leases out some land by the week. I think it's 6.5-day hunt. It includes a place to stay. If you want to call me at 715-341-2825, Bucks and Bulls Archery, I can give you more information on that. They're really good hunts. I can give you some references. People have been hunting there. Some of them keep coming back over and over and over again. Some of them 4, 5, 6 years now. And we don't overhunt it. We got food plots, watering holes, stands up, place to stay. It's a nice hunt. Big food plots, corn and beans mainly, a little green stuff. Anyway, if you're interested, give me a call. You know where I'll be.
Attention all fireworks fans, get ready for this year's 4th of July to go off with a big bang as Stevens Point welcomes Fire in the Sky Fireworks Store at 3274 Church Street. Has nearly every brand, shape, size, color, and variety. So stop one time this year and get everything you need, from sparklers and fountains to mortars, bottle rockets, firecrackers, and cakes. Or stop down to Fire in the Sky, 3274 Church Street, Stevens Point's largest fireworks store. Must be 18 years old to purchase with valid ID. Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point is now under new ownership and has a new location. Stop down to 3272 Church Street and meet the new owner, Gary Hintz. His fully stocked pro shop carries Matthews, Hoyt, and many more products to serve all your needs. They also do all repairs for any style and full customizations. Leagues and lessons will begin soon, so stop in today and check out what's new, because we're confident that we can get you from in here to out there. Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
It's summertime and the living's easy.
If you start all your projects here at Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point.
From seeds to irrigation and endless lawn and garden tools, we have it all, so you can get your work done and enjoy it this summer. We also do screen repair, lawnmower blade and knife sharpening, and offer the supplies to put in your own well, including equipment rental. And while you're here, pick up your seed and sets in bulk so you always have the right amount.
So make us your lawn and garden headquarters this summer.
That's Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point. See you soon.
Looking for a fun, state-of-the-art facility to shoot your bow this winter? Blackhawk Archers in Polonia, Wisconsin wants you to join their club. Located just 15 minutes east of Stevens Point on County Road Z, Blackhawk Archers has a heated indoor range for both 3D and spot target shooters. Leagues will be forming soon, and they also will have open shoots for the public this winter. Check out blackhawkarchers.net to stay up to date and for more information. Or stop into Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point for membership forms. We'll see you there.
Real deal mineral. Deer eat it gone. Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time, and I had over 1,000 pictures on my trail cameras in less than a week.
Real Deal Mineral. Check out our website or a dealer near you.
Hi, this is Gary at Bucks and Bulls Archery. And what I'm doing here today, I'm setting up this Mission Menace bowl, blue gator bowl with a fishing setup so we can go out and shoot some fish tonight. And I'll thank Matthews and Mission for making this possible to set this bow up. And for the youth, so we're going to take kids out and they're going to use this bow because it goes from 15 to 50 pounds, 17 to 30 inch draw, and we can change the draw weight and draw length right on the boat with the Allen wrench. I put an AMS fishing setup on it, an AMS arrow, AMS rest, and I got a HHA Optimizer Cadet sight on here, which would be, it's toolless, so we can move it on the boat in and out, up and down for each individual shooter. And then I got a Tacticam. I put this Tacticam on so we can start it up when the kids are shooting and we'll get a nice close footage of them shooting at these fish. We put the rubber finger savers on there so if they get wet you can just knock the water off them. It'll be really easy. And what we're going to do, X-Ring Eddie and Johnny are going to come in today. The two little guys are going with us and they're going to shoot this bow a couple times before we get out there. And we're going to start shooting before it gets dark out. We're going to hunt after dark a little bit. We're going to film the thing. Jace is coming in later to help the boys learn how to shoot these without a sight and how to move the sight, sight it in with a fish arrow, so we can be more prepared when we get out there and ready to go right away. That's about it. I guess I'll wait till they get here and we'll go from there.
So stay tuned for this week's lesson with some help from Eddie and Johnny, and later a preview of their first time out on the water.
Hi, my name is Dave from Dave's Body Shop, 825 Park Street. Gary Hintz is a friend of mine, and I'd like to help him out, donate 2 bicycles, 2 little bikes, 2 bigger bikes, and Gary's going to fill you in how you can get them free of charge.
Yeah, we're going to have a kids program at the shop. Dave's donated the bikes. I'm going to donate to Archery Time, and we're going to just have a program where they build up points and they have a chance to win a bike.
Stop in at Dave's Body Shops or Bucks and Bulls to see how you can win these bikes free.
Alright, now it's time for one of our more exciting segments here on Weekly Outdoor Plus. It's where we get to keep our fans connected with the show. Don't forget, you can send in your pictures to weeklyoutdoorplus@live.com or link them up to us on Facebook to get in this segment of our show.
Each week, as Sopa Cellular makes it extremely easy for you to capture these photos and then send and share them around effortlessly.
Our first picture this week comes from Coyote Ben, who sent me this one of his friendly neighborhood raccoons. And this next one is of John shooting his mission bow he got at Bucks and Bulls, who shot a Robin Hood on his second day. Next one comes from one of our fans of these backyard turkeys hanging out in his backyard. Here we have Tom and Dale with their birds from this year. Next one comes from Mike and his bird that he got up near Door County. And here's another shot of Mike's bird showing all 5 of its beards. And this one comes from Cade Stankowski with his monster walleye. And our last picture this week are of some neighborhood ducklings who just hatched this past week.
So stop on down to Sopa Cellular today and check out all their great deals, and stay tuned for more Weekly Outdoor Plus action. A few weeks ago, we had a special guest, Chef Thad from Michelle's Restaurant, Stevens Point, where he prepared cream of wild turkey wild rice soup. Today, he's joining us again to show us how to grill some wild Wisconsin turkey and preparing it a little differently.
So as you know, last week we used dark meat, and that was for the thigh and the leg itself. The leg was going to be used for stock, the thigh for the meat, for the soup, the pulled meat. Today we're using the breast. When the breasts came to me, Scott brought them in looking like this. So what I'm going to do to this is I'm going to get rid of all the silver skin. I'm going to pull any big tendons out that I can, clean up any feathers that maybe he forgot to pull off the bird, and get it as clean as I possibly can so that I can take it to make it look something like this. And if I have to cut this into smaller pieces to get it to be perfectly clean, free of sinew and blood and feathers, I might just do that, and then my end product might look something like this. We're using this to put on a grill, and it makes it quite interesting because a breast section of any bird has muscle fibers that run in one direction. In this case, it's going to be running parallel with the table that it's on, but perpendicular to any heat source that we put on it. So that's not what we want to do in the cooking grill. We usually want to cook, as we call it in trade, cooking with the grain. So in a perfect grill, we would maybe stand this up and apply our heat source to it like that, but we're not going to do that because it's impractical. Instead, we're going to cheat a little bit. I've got my assistant, Austin Stankowski here. He's got that infamous jacquard, that French tool that's going to break proteins down. He's going to drive that jacquard into these breast pieces. This one right here, Chef Austin. So the needles go through the meat. They're going to separate those muscle fibers. They're going to allow seasonings to penetrate more readily. And because with this product, we're cooking, as I call it, against the grain, it's going to let this cook more uniformly by driving the needles to it. And we're going to jacquard one side, then we're going to flip. We're going to jacquard the other. Okay, that's perfect. Thanks so much, Austin. Well done. So, as I said also, we can cut these pieces down to smaller, maybe user-friendly pieces. This is a rub made with an Aleppo pepper, which is an African pepper, medium heat. We also have coffee, ground coffee in here, Arabica coffee, some dry green herbs as well, a little cayenne. It's going to give it a kind of a sweet, zesty tang. Dry rub on the outside of the meat. Coat it even more generously than you think you need to. A good way to coat is to take a stainless steel bowl, non-reactive bowl, put your rub in the bowl, take your jacquarded piece of meat, kind of like breading a fish fillet, right? You get a dry hand, wet product, you get it in the dry rub, we're going to roll it, then we'll even press it into the sides so it's really coated. We're going to take this dry rub breast, getting it to our broiler. At home, you could use your broiler in your oven, your regular stove. You could start your Weber grill outside. You could do any of it, whatever method you choose. You can cook from a heat down broiler, that's what we're using, or we could cook from a heat up grill like a Weber grill at home. So we're just going to put those under the broiler, and they're going to cook at medium heat for maybe 3-4 minutes aside. So we're going to cook them quickly. We're finishing our salad. As you know, we had done the turkey breast, the Aleppo and Arabica pepper rub turkey breast. We've cooked that off on the broiler. I've had it resting here for a little bit. It's off the broiler now. This is the protein that's going to go on top of the salad. I think what I'll do is I'll put this off to the side for just a little bit, and then I'm going to assemble the salad knowing that that's going to be the last item on my salad. I'm a firm believer that a salad should be always looked at as a meal, so put it on a plate that it's deserving, right? Put it on a big plate. We used a big soup bowl the other day for our soup. We're going to use a big glass plate for our salad. We've got, they call it a spring mix. Different oak leaf, radicchio, different types of lettuces. You can buy them in the grocery store. You could even use a different green. You might be a lover of arugula, one of my favorite greens. That's a really nice, lemony, peppery green. But it's softer, more tender, gives you a better display, and it actually is a better green for you. We've taken Honeycrisp apples, and again, something you can buy at the grocery store. I've cored them, seeded them, and then I take a little bit of fresh lemon juice and I squeeze it on the apples in advance so they don't brown on me. So these had fresh lemon juice squeezed on top of them. These were cut as much as an hour and a half ago, and as you can see, they're not brown. I grow my own sprouts. These are radish sprouts you're going to get. So we have the sweet apple, we have the kind of tart radish flavor here. For texture and for an earthy taste, we're going to add some pepitas. A pepita is a pumpkin seed, a shelled pumpkin seed. Here's that turkey breast that we had prepped. I'm going ahead and I'm going to julienne it up. I'm going to take it, it's cool enough for me to touch, it's set up, and I'm going to go ahead and drive my knife into thin pieces. Remember we talked about the grain of this breast? Well, now I'm cutting against the grain, okay? And it makes it easier to, I'm going to take it and I'm going to find that other third to the plate. I'm going to lay it there, okay? I'm going to take some more pepitas, sprinkle it over the whole salad. This is our restaurant makes, we have 12 different salad dressings at our restaurant. There isn't a single one that isn't homemade. This is our poppy seed vinaigrette. I think I'll give that recipe on the website as well. It's a vinaigrette. It uses a seasoned rice vinegar, sugar, poppy seeds, a little bit of red wine vinegar, and some other things. It's going to be a sweet, tangy dressing. This is our salad, and as you can see, turkey can be done in many different ways. And I think anyone from a wife to a non-hunter would say, I want that for my salad. Great flavor, great texture, and beautiful presentation.
Real Deal Mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time, and I saw bucks on camera I never knew I had.
Real Deal Mineral. Check out our website or a dealer near you.
It's summertime and the living's easy.
If you start all your projects here at Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point.
From seeds to irrigation and endless lawn and garden tools, we have it all, so you can get your work done and enjoy it this summer. We also do screen repair, lawnmower blade and knife sharpening, and offer the supplies to put in your own well, including equipment rental. And while you're here, pick up your seed and sets in bulk so you always have the right amount.
So make us your lawn and garden headquarters this summer.
That's Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point. See you soon.
Attention all fireworks fans, get ready for this year's 4th of July to go off with a big bang as Stevens Point welcomes Fire in the Sky Fireworks Store at 3274 Church Street. Has nearly every brand, shape, size, color, and variety. So stop one time this year and get everything you need from sparklers and fountains to mortars, bottle rockets, firecrackers, and cakes. Or stop down to Fire in the Sky, 3274 Church Street, Stevens Point's largest fireworks store. Must be 18 years old to purchase with valid ID.
Looking for a fun, state-of-the-art facility to shoot your bow this winter? Blackhawk Archers in Polonia, Wisconsin wants you to join their club. Located just 15 minutes east of Stevens Point on County Road Z, Blackhawk Archers has a heated indoor range for both 3D and spot target shooters. Leagues will be forming soon, and they also will have open shoots for the public this winter. Check out blackhawkarchers.net to stay up to date and for more information. Or stop into Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point for membership forms. We'll see you there. Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point is now under new ownership and has a new location. Stop down to 3272 Church Street and meet the new owner, Gary Hintz. His fully stocked pro shop carries Matthews, Hoyt, and many more products to serve all your needs. They also do all repairs for any style and full customizations. Leagues and lessons will begin soon, so stop in today and check out what's new, because we're confident that we can get you from in here to out there. Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's lesson segment on Weekly Outdoor Plus. Jace Hintz here with you as always, and we're going to be going over beginning steps basically of how to shoot carp out of a moving boat or a gliding boat or a boat in general, just because it's a lot different style of shooting. A lot of people are going to be transitioning to fingers instead of a release, and there's a lot of different little things that can just basically help you out. Simple little things you can think about that'll help you execute that shot and get the fish you're looking for. So I'm here with Johnny right now, and we're going to go over the most basic beginning of how to take your shot and everything. So the first thing is we got our boat facing this way. We're trolling along, we're looking for our fish. First thing we're going to do is make sure that we're always prepared with our feet. As you can see, he's already standing sideways, which is exactly what we want, so that you're not facing forwards and then you have to turn your body, because again, you're in a boat that's going to be moving and stuff. You don't want to have to move the least amount you can, so you don't move as much when you're shooting as well. So he already has his feet set up. The next thing is going to be his fingertips. He's going to make sure that he's right on the edge of his fingertips the entire time while you're watching and everything, because if the fish comes along and you're not paying attention, you're going to grab it with your whole hand. When you pull back, you're going to shoot, and it's going to shoot way to the right. And obviously you don't want to do that either. So basically what you're going to do, we got our feet set, fingertips, watching for our fish. As soon as it comes, we're going to pull back, and we're going to bend at our waist down so that you don't just drop your arm. Because you drop your arm when you take your shot, you're fighting your bow to hold it down. You're going to miss high and low from just your arm muscles trying to fight your bow up and down. Especially if you have high poundage, it's not going to work very well for you. So you bend at your waist, and then the next thing, he's got his sight on there. The first time we're out, we're basically going to, we're going to shoot here just to make sure we're going to hit it. And we're going to just aim right on with the pin that he has. Put it right in the scope, hope for the best, and then we're going to learn from the first one so he hits a little higher, a little low. What you can do then is either move your sight, or the simplest thing when you're on a boat is just aim a little higher, a little low. You'll learn depending how far the fish is exactly where you got to aim. So we're going to got our feet all set up, got our fingertips ready to go. Then we're going to pull back. Bends at his waist, nice and easy down. Centers it in the scope there. Slowly squeezes. There you are. Again, when you take your shot, you can notice he kept his front arm still. That's a big thing. A lot of people, when they're using fingers, can anticipate your shot a lot easier. So when they're anticipating their shot, they end up moving, flinching with their front arm. So make sure you just, no matter what, think front arm staying still, rock solid. Shoot it, follow straight into the animal, because then again, you're not going to be twerking it different directions. We're going to go over it one more time. I got Eddie here with me. We're going to take another shot, go over it all, see if we picked up what we were learning. So he's already got his feet set up like he's supposed to. Watching for our fish, everything. Got his fingertips right on the tip, right in the first crease there. Good to pull back. Bends at his waist. Perfect shot, watch it go through. Again, learn from your first shot. If you miss high or low, obviously you can just move your sight. If you're not using a sight, aim with the tip of your arrow. Exact same way to do it, simple solution. I mean, you gotta just adjust on the fly there, and unless you can practice in your backyard, don't shoot into a bag target because you won't be pulling them out very easily, or you'll be cutting your bag target. So again, if you guys got any questions, give us a call. Check us out on YouTube or Facebook. Always can watch the reruns, and hopefully see you guys next week.
So we're out here on the Wisconsin River. We're with Gary from Bucks and Bulls and Bob from Club 10, and me and Eric Eddie will be mostly shooting today for carp with our Matthews Mission bows that we got from Bucks and Bulls. So hopefully we'll get some.
Very nice day to be out here. Sun's shining, the water's calm, and you can almost
Unfortunately, we are about out of time for today's show, so we will have to catch back up with Gary, Johnny, Eddie, and Bob next week right here on Weekly Outdoor Plus. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Weekly Outdoor Plus presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Don't forget to check us out online at facebook.com/weeklyoutdoorplus. See you next week.